Super beautiful fall colors. Whip Mountain, classic. This may actually be the last year they have this event. Essence of fall, you know what I mean? I can't describe it, I'm very bad at this. I am not a soap channel. Hey friends, Danielle here from Whitetail Stitch Co, where I talk about everything knitting and crochet. Welcome or welcome back. And today I am doing a haul and a little bit of a recap of the Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival, which I went to just recently. You saw in my last video. This should be coming out the week after. So I have wet hair. I'm a bit pressed for time, but I did want to get this video out for you guys and just have the recap ready in case you wanted to check it out next year. I know it's not super time sensitive, but it's a good time to think about purchasing yarn with the fall and cooler weather coming in. So I thought, why not just make this video? Also, quick plug, if you do decide to purchase some special skeins, I have another video coming out soon. Just some videos, probably a couple videos actually, about different patterns, free and paid, for one skein project. So that'll be perfect if you decide to pick something up as well. So let me go ahead and talk about, I guess, the event itself just quickly, and then we'll get into all the goodies I have here. You probably saw on the screenshot, this is just one bag. I did not go in with a budget, and it's pretty obvious, in my opinion, that I did not have a budget, but this was good preparation to see what kind of damage I can do if I don't plan ahead of time, especially with the Rhinebeck New York Sheep and Wool Festival coming up as well. So I will definitely be trying to budget a little bit more for that one, but in the meantime, we've got a nice, juicy, big haul coming your way. So let's go ahead and dive into the event itself. Okay, so I'll go ahead, excuse me while I read from this pamphlet. This is the pamphlet that they gave as you entered the festival, and it has a lot of information, like the map as well. You'll see here. It was a good size event, but okay, so let's go ahead and get into like the basics of the event itself. So this one was September 26th to 28th. The 26th was more, I think, classes and, a little bit of the spin-up stuff, but the actual event that I knew about and I attended on the 27th was the first, like the Saturday, and then the 28th is the Sunday, the last day, and it was from 10 to 4 on Sunday, 10 to 5 on Saturday, and it was in the Clark County Ruritan Fairgrounds, which is in Berryville, Virginia. So this is the pamphlet. I went to the 2025 event. One thing, as I was tagging the event in Instagram, I didn't realize was this may actually be the last year they have this event. So basically, I'll put to the side somewhere the post that they made. But they were saying that the board members, they've been doing this for a long time and they're experiencing some burnout, which is totally understandable. I mean, events like this are super complicated to put on, regardless of the size. And this one is a decent size, so I can totally understand the burnout, and they were looking, and I guess they've been asking for a while for new board members to step forward and kind of pick up the reins, and they haven't found anyone yet. So it was a bit of a forcing function. They made a post, I guess, and we'll see if anyone steps forward. If no one steps forward, it did sound like this might have been the last year, but hopefully there are updates coming soon after I publish this video. But yeah, that's the state of things. I didn't expect that. So that was really sad to see. I mean, I guess I'm glad I caught it. But yeah, so hopefully this event lives on still. And I guess quick plug, if you're interested in joining the board and you live in Berryville or close to Berryville, Virginia, maybe they have also remote options for board members. I'm not sure exactly what they're looking for, but I'll plug that you could check out their social media to see if you want to help out for that. But yeah, so this is the event, and you'll see here it was a mix of barns, buildings, and tents. And the day that I went, Saturday, it did have some rain, and it was really, really humid. So there was some issue with rain, I will say that. I think they did try to shove people into, that's a bonk stuff. They tried to bring as many people into the buildings as they could, so they were a little bit packed in terms of like the vendors, right? But it was fine. There were some vendors still in the tents, but yeah, it wasn't a huge issue. It wasn't a ton of rain. It wasn't like a downpour. It was enough to be annoying, enough to want to cover your purchases a little bit, but nothing too terrible. So, and I think it only lasted, I don't know, maybe an hour or two. So. Yeah, so they have buildings. So I entered through near the horticulture building, And you'll see, I'll link the recap video as well, or the walkthrough. I kind of went bing, 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 kind of around there, you know, dip down there, check out the barns and stuff, and then come back around. The barns had all the cute animals, so if you watch my video, you'll see there were alpaca, what else? Lots of sheep, and maybe some goats, I'm not sure. And the bunnies were my favorite, though. They were super, super cute. So, and so soft. I don't know if you've ever pet, I think it was Angora rabbit bunny things. So cute. But as you can see, of course, sheep are a feature of this event. And so there were a variety of vendors, of course, lots and lots of yarn, great dyers there. But in addition to that, there was a lot of roving. You could buy just the raw material, and also accessories, lots of accessories available. Soap, you'll see I got a little bit of soap, and food, plenty of good food. I ended up getting a grilled cheese, which was fantastic. The wait time for food was a bit long, so actually when I placed my grilled cheese order around like 1 p.m., there was a 45-minute wait, but it wasn't a huge problem because I could just shop and then come back, basically. But that was delicious. It was like some, let's see, it's like Swiss cheese, mustard, and mushroom on a grilled cheese sandwich. It was well worth the wait. Anyways, and they had other food, like some basics, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs type of stuff. There were a couple other food trucks too. There was ice cream, so lots of goodies to enjoy. And I didn't see, they have a sheepdog kind of thing here, but I don't know if it was due to weather. I didn't see anything happening over that way, but maybe I missed it. And I also didn't see really any demonstrations. Again, maybe I missed it, or maybe it was canceled, or maybe the schedule changed. So unclear about that. This was my first year going to the event. So I don't have a ton of details on what typically happens, but this is just my experience going this year. So I think that's about all I need to talk about for, the event itself. And we can go ahead and get into the good part, which is everything I bought. Quick disclaimer, please don't judge. As I said, I went in with no budget. And yeah, it was a bit of an ordeal. I was hauling around a lot of bags, but no complaining. It was a good arm workout. And I found a lot of special skeins. So I'm very excited to start working with them. And I do have plans for a good number of them. Not all of them, because you'll see there's quite a lot. But yeah, a good number of skeins. I know, I want to make some things, some gifts, some accessories for myself. And what else? I think that's just about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I am going to go in no particular order because I can't fully remember, like I know the order of the buildings and I have, video I could look back on to see what order I kind of stopped by different things, but I didn't record absolutely everything, so I'm not totally sure about the order. I'll just go in whatever order I pick up. We'll talk about the dyeing studio and the makers and the yarn itself. So let's start with this. Let's see. I've got a bigger bag here. So this one is a single skein that I picked up. So this is Shirsty Cat Designs by Kelly Straub. This is a just sock. That's what this one's called. It is a 75% merino, superwash merino, and 25% nylon. And it is 462 yards, 100 grams. And it is in the colorway Tidal Wave. So this is one of the beautiful skeins I picked up in one of the buildings. I do remember it was in one of the buildings. And it is a gorgeous, like, gray, blue, and white mixture. So this is the first one. I'll try to go not super fast, but with some decent pace so we get through everything. You don't have to sit around watching this for a long time. Although, I hope you enjoy hanging out with me regardless. But so this one I know is also from one of the first building, exactly. So this is the Fibrist. So they have this adorable little business card. You see there with the yarn skein, and on the other side, the Fibrist. Maybe you see that a little bit better. That's all their information. And I picked up one skein from them, very beautiful skein. It is like a rainbow dye. And this one wasn't the first one I picked up. I initially started with, they had like a white color base, and then the rainbow still down the side of it. But that one was in DK, and I was looking more for fingering or sport weights during this event. So this is their hopper fingering, which is 60% merino, 20% mori. Oh, sorry, that's a different language. I don't know which language that is off the top of my head, but I want to see that. Sorry, so 60% merino wool, 20% yak, and 20% cultivated silk. And it is a super fine weight, 398 yards and 100 grams. That's all the details there. You can see that. And it is gorgeous. So the rainbow is a bit more muted because of the gray base with the yak, but I think it's still really, really pretty. And it might be actually more wearable this way. I'm not sure what I'm gonna make with this. Probably a shawl I think would look really pretty. Yeah, you see how the light catches. It's so pretty. So that's this one by the Fiberists. And then we'll go here. So this one was in one of the barns. So this is Polymorph Dye Works. See their label, little polymorphing situation. So this is their Super Sock, which is a 2-ply 75/20 superwash merino and nylon. Rolling in the Deep is the colorway. It is 460 yards, 100 grams. And I really love the stunning shocking green color, and the blue is also really, really beautiful. This is their social media there. You see that color is so pretty. Very excited for that one for sure. So that was from Polymorph. And then we'll go into here. So this one was from Granite Dye Works? Granite Mountain Fiber Co. This is they gave like the business card and the sticker. I bought a sticker as well. So first, this is their business card. So put that there. Their logo. Granite Mountain Fiber Co. Gabrielle Clark is owner, dyer, and designer. This is their information. And this is the sticker. Hold it like that. Whip Mountain Classic. They had also a lot of stitch markers all of the different national parks, so they were going for more like a park theme. And you can see in these colorways that I got to more natural mountain theme kind of thing. So this is the first one, established 2020. This is their Colebrook Fingering in Catalookie, which is a 75% merino, 25% nylon, 463 yards, 100 grams. And it is a really gorgeous, like gray tone piece. That is the name. Stunning. And this will go with a lot too, so I'm excited. This is a nice neutral. And this one is also neutral fall, maybe is how I'll describe this one. So this is also their fingering weight, or fingering / sock weight is the Colebrook Fingering line. And this is Castle Walls. So they're switching, they told me they're switching from this design of skein to this one. And so the yardage is a little bit different. So, well, not that much different. But so the one in my left hand is the gray one, which is 463 yards. This right one is 437 yards. This one says it's a 4-ply. I assume this one doesn't say the ply, but the labels are also a little bit different, you'll see. So the front looks the same, but the back labeling looks a little bit different. So you can see that. So, like I mentioned, this one is really beautiful, Castle Walls. It has nice, fall speckling with the orange, a little bit of, I think it's mostly orange. Maybe you could call that a little bit of red speckle as well. some yellow. So this will be a nice neutral for fall, winter. Still with the grays and browns, should go with a lot as well. Should go with nearly anything. So that is Granite Mountain Fiber Co. And then, well, circling back, 29 Bridges, this was in the first building. I remember generally the locations of the dyers and stuff, but I don't, like I said, no particular order. 29 Bridges, I was super excited to see they would be at this event, and they have this gorgeous tote project bag, which they actually gave with my purchase. So I don't know if it's, when I went to check out, I said, you know, I'm so excited that you're here. I was waiting, I saw you guys on the vendor list. I was so excited to see you, and I don't know if they give this tote to everyone or it was because of my enthusiasm, but I don't know. But it's a very nice tote, and it's actually the nicest bag I got there, I would say. And it's true, I do love their yarn, so I didn't lie. So this is their card. Hand-dyed yarns, 29 Bridge information. That's their website and their account there. And then this is, they have more contact information there. And it comes with a couple stitch markers. Just two little guys there, little hex, you can see those there. So those were complimentary, and then I got two skeins from them, both in their go-to sock. This first one, so 29 Bridges is a Maryland studio, and this one is 463 yards and 100 grams. It is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and this is Petersite, however you want to say that one. Yep. And so this is another gorgeous dark color way. More browns and grays again. But also still having some yellowy, orangey tones. So a little bit different, more dark than the Granite Mountain one. You see those side by side. And the other one I got from them, again, is the go-to sock. Again, this one is called Pet Rock, which is so cute. I had a lot of trouble deciding on colorways from them, but if this is not a Pet Rock colorway, I don't know what is. I guess I was really drawn to the gray-brown fall colors because I'm seeing, at least up front, we're seeing a lot of those right now. Coincidentally. We'll see if this trend continues. And let me know what your favorite colorway and dyer are from this. I'm so curious to see what you guys are drawn to. So this one was another single skein I bought from the first building. This is Wild Hair, the dyer. Put that there. You can see. And this is their Pinnacle Fingering, colorway Fallen Leaves, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 460 yards, 100 grams. And it is a little bit more leaning into the orange, like fall leaf color, very appropriate for the name. And they also had at this studio really gorgeous, bright, maybe I would describe them as neon colors, more rainbowy, almost similar to what the Fiberists had in terms of bright rainbows. Not this one, of course, but the one I was originally looking at. Super bright, happy colors. So they also have that at the Wild Hair, and they've got a website if you want to check that out too. And this was another, oh, this was actually the first skein that I bought. I do remember that from the first building. This is by Appalachian Sock Company. It is a superwash merino and nylon fingering, and it is 400 yards. 80% merino, 20% nylon, 100 grams. They don't have the colorway, so I can't tell you that, but that's the front of the label, side of the label. Maybe you can see with the tape. And it is a really pretty blue, and I've got this nice striping. If you can see that, focus a little bit. Stunning, almost blue and a little bit of purple, especially you can see over here, purple with the blue. Super special. I love this bit right here, so pretty. Yeah, so this one is gorgeous. And then let me just shift around a little bit on the ground so I can see you guys better. But it gets a little bit, especially for these longer videos. So let's see, I'm starting to get a couple more groupings. So I think this one's another solo. I got 2 solo ones here. Let's see, do this first. So this one is by alk&me Fiber Arts from Pennsylvania, Bradford, Pennsylvania. That's the front, their card. And this is their fingering weight, 80% superwash Falkland merino, 20% nylon, 100 gram skein. And this is a colorway Murderino. See that there? And it is a really beautiful, it's picking up a little bit more orangey on the camera, but it's more red pink. I don't know if you can try to focus a little bit more on that. If you can see that a little bit. Like I said, it's definitely reading orangey on the screen right now, but it's pink. So it's pink, white, a little bit of blue, gray, those kind of colors. A little bit of speckling. Super pretty. And the next one is from Swan City Yarns. This is their card there, and then the other side there. And this is their Swinky sock. It is the color Hot and Cold, and it is a 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon, 2-ply fingering, 600 yards, so it is a chunky one. 150 grams. Yep. So this is the label. Color, see that there. And then information. So this is the typical MCN, and love a good blend like this. So this one is all the colors I love to wear, so it's blue, browns, neutral. See that there. So yeah, this will go great into my wardrobe. I'm definitely keeping my make from that. And given that it's a little bit on the larger side, it should make a nice size piece. This one is from one of the middle buildings. I don't remember if it was the second or the third, but this is Gypsy Mountain Farm. It is their merino silk yak. So I got 2 skeins from them. This first one here, so I think they're the same make. It is 80-10-10. Of merino, and then 80% merino, 10 silk, 10 yak. So they have it on different sides, but and this is the colorway. They don't say. They just say it's a 4-ply fingering, but so that's the label. And this one was really pretty, like more spring leaning actually, with the blues and the light muted green and the orangey yellow speckly part. It reminded me more like a, I don't know, robin's egg sort of color. Really pretty. And then this one was more pastel-y, still very spring colorway. It's got a little bit of everything in it. Got pink, green, blue, yellow, orange, peach. Super pretty. So together, this place, I got more of like a happy spring colors. Super, super soft yarn. So this is, I think, the second one that used yak. I haven't seen a ton of yak in my other skeins, so that was just interesting to note, you know. So this one I got a few, so this is a nice bag. They're all the same as they fall out. This is the bag. And they pull out their cards. So this is from Flying Goat Farm. Their card. And this is all of their, you know, media contact stuff. And they just had like a card with some extra dates of different events. But the yarn that I got from them was a 5 skeins of their sparkly yarn. So this is sparkly sock, superwash wool, and lurex, fingering weight, 400 yards, 113 grams in the color Midnight. So it's a black with a really beautiful glittery sparkle on it. And this will be some gifts. So I think this will be really pretty for holiday time, maybe like a cowl or a shawl. That'll make some gifts from. It'll be really stunning during the holidays. Yeah, so that'll be super pretty. And they said the technique they used to get the glittery bits in, whatever technique they use, they said it probably is less likely to come out than other glittery skeins. I haven't made a lot of sparkly yarn in the past, so I don't know if that's true or not, but I guess I'll let you know. One of these skeins will be for me. So that's the Sparkly Sock by Flying Goat Farm. And then this bag has 2 more places in it. So this is the monster bag. And then we'll move into the smaller ones. So just an idea for pacing. So this one is Avalon Springs Farm. What's the card? The back has some contact information, but it is stapled so you can't see super well, but hopefully you can see a little bit. And I got 2 skeins from them. This one, I think they're the same. So this is small batch hand dyed, superwash merino wool, fingering super fine weight, 555 yards, about 4 ounces. And this is the color Night Compass. This is yarn. It's just a nice blue. It does have a little bit, I don't know if you can see if it's picking up, a little bit of purple, just a teeny bit, and a little speckles of like a black color. That really pretty, just a nice blue, really pretty blue. And then I picked up this color, which is Gnome Home. Cute. This one is just a nice set of brown neutral. That should also again go with a lot. So this is my haul from Avalon Spring Farm. And then the last set is a set of 4 from the people who actually gave me the bag. It is Fiber Seed American Yarn. And this is their contact information on the back. You can see that there. And they had a beautiful setup in one of the open air barns. I think it was probably the biggest one. I had a lot of trouble deciding on what to pick up from them because I loved everything. Every time I turned, I saw something else I wanted. So I will probably be checking them out online later on once I work through some of this, but highly recommend checking them out. And again, I leaned a little bit towards the fall colors, but we'll start with this one, which is not. So this is their sock fingering weight, and this is their sprout sock. See there? And it is the colorway Blue Orchid, and 510 yards. I'm looking for the the material. Maybe oh, okay. The Sprout sock is our custom made blend of washable USA merino wool and 10% nylon, parentheses, for strength. So there's in the middle there, I missed it. So that's the sock. And this one is a really pretty transitional blue. So it's got all the different blues in it and some speckly purple parts. You can see on the top there. Darker blue on the end, and then it's got in the middle this beautiful brighter blue, which reminds me a little bit of this polymorph, but not quite. Maybe it's close. So that's beautiful. So that's the first skein I got from them. And then the next one I saw that I picked up was the Charles Dickens colorway. Same sock. And this one was under the Christmas section. It's a beautiful, I don't know, rusty, neutral colors. Charles Dickens, I guess they think this is, you know, darker, as in more holiday Christmassy time. And in terms of comparable skeins that I got, this one, no, not really. This one, no, not really. I mean, this one was one of the darker ones too, but they're totally different. You can see the skeins side by side. Beautiful. Yeah, this one's pretty unique so far in the yarns that we've gone through. And then the last two I got from this location, the Fiber Seed. This one is called Weekend Cabin. Weekend Cabin. This one is in their fall section. So a little bit brighter, a little bit lighter, but still keeping with the fall colors. Sorry, hope you don't hear the trash too much getting picked up outside. But yeah, beautiful, and again, pretty different from, oops, as it falls apart. As it falls. It's okay, I've got it, guys. Those are the two compared, side by side. And then to tie it all together, I got, well, they were all going to be separate, but Fox Hollow is the next one that I got from them. See there? And this one brings in more of the blues again with the orange that I love. And again, this is different but similar theory to the Swan City yarn. So they both have the really pretty blues and the oranges, but this one's a bit darker. This one has more of the cream tone. Super pretty. Okay, so that's the last one from Fiber Seed, and this big box is now empty, big bag. So now we'll work into some of the other bags. So transitional moment. This one is some soap that I got. So this is from Heal My Hands. There. They didn't include a card, and the soaps don't have labels. So I can't tell you exactly the soap names, and I'm terrible at describing scents. So this is not going to be a long talk, but they had a deal, 5 soaps for $20, I think it was. So these are the soaps I got. And yeah, I don't know. They just smelled really nice. They had them out. I can't describe it. I'm very bad at this. I am not a soap channel. But that was a nice pickup. And then this next one, going back into some more yarn. This one is by Cozy Colorworks. And this is their bag that they gave. It was a nice fabric-y bag. And this is their hand-dyed superwash merino, 550 yards, fingering weight, 4 ounces, in the color Mocha Magic. This was in one of the barns, and they had a nice display. They actually also had some UV they had what was it? Assigned pooling yarns, I think they also had. The UV reactive was just before them, which is why I got them. I was a little bit confused, but they had a really beautiful display with assigned pooling yarns available. So, but this one has some nice neutral speckles. Mocha Magic is a perfect name for this. So that'll be very wearable and pretty. Again, leaning a little bit fall because it's got some of these speckles are essence of fall. You know what I mean? And then, so this one. This place was super cute and so friendly. They super nice. I'm sorry, it's stuck in the bag. So this is from Which Way Crafts. You see the bag stamp there. And here is their some informational card, joining some society and their contact. And they also gave a freebie, which is in this really cute sparkling bag. Again, I guess reminiscent of the Which Way, which as in like a witch. I pull all this out. So they had super cute stitch marker. Hopefully you can see that a little bit. There. And then this is their actual card there, and their contact there. And in the bag, they also have the freebie, a cute little honey pack and tea to go with the yarn. So sweet. Very cute. And then from them, I actually purchased some other stitch markers. So one of these will be a gift, one is mine. They're the same though, so I'll just show one of them. And it is a adorable set of stitch markers that have like a little passport. So you can see you can open the passport. You can see it looks legit, guys. Little passport there. And then it's also got some keys. Set of keys. They also had a gnome one that I really loved, but I didn't pick that up because the one time I try to rate limit myself on my spending at this place is anyways. So that was from Which Way Crafts. And then also super friendly, alk&me Fiber Studio. alk&me. I like it. And they have their card here. There. And then the back. And they were super kind. They said to reach out, call if you have any questions. So they actually have their phone number there too, text or call. And I also love the label on their yarn. No, it's just different. This one got a little crushed. Sorry for the quality. So this one, I got 2 skeins from them. They're the same. So I think it's called the Arl sock. It is 60% merino, 20% nylon, 20% silk. It is 465 yards, 100 grams. And this is the color Liana Arl. You can see that. This one is a really pretty ballet baby pink sort of color. The hair on it. Super pretty. And also I think, pink goes really nicely with blues and stuff as a contrast, so that'll be really pretty. I don't know if I'm gonna mix it, but and so this one is their Auderen Arl. Sorry for butchering names. You can see that. And this one is a really beautiful, like, pastel purple with more magenta speckle section and neutral cream between. It's a pretty unique skein. I guess also this one is a bit more spring reminiscent, but also it could be really nice during summer. I don't know, nice. It's not a bright purple, this like almost periwinkle blue purple. So it's very wearable, I think, too. So that was alk&me. And then, let's see, we've only got 2 more bags, super fast. We're almost done. So quick intermission for this next one. This is, well, it doesn't have any label on it, but this is tea. So there was a really nice tea place. It was in one of the tents. So I stopped by there while it was raining quite a lot. And from there, I picked up some teas, of course. 2 of them are gift teas, and then 2 of them are for me and my partner, my husband. So the 3 that I got that are duplicates are Strawberry Jazz. This is from Loose Leaf Tea Co. I guess can't really show tea very well. I'll open mine because I'll have some anyway, so I don't mind opening one. Maybe you can see a little bit. It is a strawberry rooibos, I think. It smells really good. You can see a little bit there. Delicious. Have some of that in a little bit. And then I also got for myself, they had a prepackaged blueberry white tea. It says New England blueberries, finish off a cup of lovely white tea. This is that one. I'll just open this too. Ooh, yep, definitely get the blueberries. You can't probably see very well in there, but it's a bit of a darker one. Anyways, so white tea. The back. Okay, so that one was from Loose Leaf Tea Co. And I've actually only got, where's that bag? I've only got 2 skeins? 2 skeins left. So this one is the last bag that I got is a reusable bag. It is shiny, sparkly. And, oh, sorry, 3 skeins. My apologies. So from the bag makers, these are all from the same place. So it's just one last place. So this is their card. So they've got touring schedule. You can see where they're up next there. And I think, I was just looking, I think this is different. This is more 2026 maybe. Right there. And from them, the first one that called to me was this really pretty one. It is distinct from the other blues. Again, this is a really vibrant blue and brown. And this is the colorway Cookie Monster, which obviously, this does not say Cookie Monster on it. And it is their Songbird Fingering yarn. It is a 4-ply, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 463 yards, 100 grams. The label. And yeah, this was just so me with the brown and the blue. They said this one was also very popular at the show, and I can see why. So that one there. And it's pretty different from, I'm just looking at the other blues. I mean, just similar style, but different from the Polymorph. I don't think, I was looking for the other blue. I mean, I've got totally different. This one, very different. Yeah, super pretty. Then I had to pick up a neutral. This one actually didn't have a colorway on it, but this one is a really beautiful neutral brown again. The same Songbird Fingering yarn. There. So I got these two. And then the last one I got is really pretty, again, fall colors. So this one is the colorway New York State of Fall. That there. And yeah, this one actually is different from the other two. This one is 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon, 435 yards, 100 grams, and this is their eider down fingering. Label again. So yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous fall leaves again, kind of colors. I was just looking to see again to compare it. Maybe this one from Wild Hair, similar but different. Let's see what else we've got to compare. I mean, the Charles Dickens is just different. Maybe this one has more blue in it from Fiber Seed. But yeah, feeling the fall vibes here with all these beautiful rusty colorways. Super beautiful fall colors. Yeah. So that one was the last one that I got from Robin's Promise Yarn Co. So all three of them together. And that is everything I picked up from the Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival. Yeah, just looking around, I think I got a good variety. I mean, this pink stands out as unique. I mean, there's some others, but in general, a lot of fall colors, a lot of neutrals that are still wearable, but still in seasonal colors. Got a decent amount of different blues. You see this one here versus this one versus like this one. Lots of different blues. Look at that. Variety, guys. That's what we want. So, yeah, I am very excited. Oh, sorry, as I bump you around. I had a great time at the Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival. I hope they find some people to help man the board and keep this festival going. It was my first time, but I had a wonderful time there, and I definitely would hope to go again in the future. And so if you're interested in helping out or want to check it out, hopefully, again, they have more information about how 2026 will go. But yeah, if you happen to get a chance and they are still producing this festival, I highly recommend it. And I hope you enjoyed this haul. And if you did, please consider liking and subscribing. I do knitting and crochet videos like this, tutorials, patterns, vlogs, all the good stuff. So I would love to see you around and catch me at the next one. So have a great day.